everybody. I'm Caroline Baudino, and I am your 51-year-old mom here to motivate you to get up and get dressed and do your makeup, because I believe that looking fabulous makes you feel fabulous, which then makes you go do fabulous things. So, you guys, I am somebody who genuinely believes that what you do in the morning sets the tone for the day. So those habits that you have in the morning are super important, at least for me. I am sort of a morning person, so for me, I do like to get up. I like to make the bed. I think it's those things that set you up for a positive day, which is for me 10 minutes of gratitude, whether it's meditation, whether it's movement, any kind of moving your body, a walk, a hike, yoga, stretch, anything that just moves your body out of the bed, out of that, just shakes that negativity into positivity, gets those endorphins moving. So being outside, I always think is the greatest, because that fresh air is fabulous. Face in the sun, that vitamin D, natural medicine, gratitude, natural medicine, again, movement, friendship, having a cup of coffee, having a hike with a friend, all those things that just set you up in the morning to have a killer day, because when you feel good, you do good. So one of my happy tools is getting dressed and putting my makeup on. I have never felt good looking like shit. That is not my idea of feeling fabulous. I personally makes me feel a little insecure. It makes me kind of negative talk. It makes me a little less motivated, to be honest. It just does not put me in a great headspace. But when I look in the mirror and actually look fabulous, I can honestly tell you there is something that triggers your brain to think, I'm worth it. I'm taking the time for myself. I am, you know what I mean? Like, I've made myself a priority. I think I'm worth it. So that's telling everybody else, I think I'm worth it. So you better think I'm worth it. When I look fucking fabulous, trust me, I think it terrifies John, because he's like, she's got her shit together. I better step it up. You know what I mean? So I think there's something in that, no matter what room you step into, whether it's work, whether it's an interview, whether it's, your team, whether it's, girlfriends, whether it's a date, no matter where, your parents, when you come in with that confidence of, I think I'm important, you signal that to everybody else. So let's get started, because we want to look fabulous and scare our husbands. I have a birthday party tonight, so I'm going to go do a kind of a smoky eye and just a natural brown color. So I'm going to keep it really nice and neutral, kind of a nice tan look with a nice smoky eye with a light kind of brown bronzy look. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with my beauty care. It is Honor MD. I use the Tropical Mist. It is like kind of a setting spray, kind of just wakes me up. Then I use the Genetically Blessed, their hyaluronic acid. Again, Honor MD is the brand. And you guys, whenever I'm putting moisturizer on, I always do the whole face, the neck, the ears, and the back of the hands. Now I'm going to use a little vitamin C. Just get a pure vitamin C. I get it from Amazon, Beauty Counter. I'm sure all the big brands make one. Just make sure it's nice and clean and pure. Okay, we're going to use our Biography. It's called Glow by Biography New York. It is fabulous also, as you can see. Use it all the time. Then I use Monica Blunder Undercover. Her moisturizer is super light, easy to use. I'm going to start with Monica Blunder 4.25. And this, I just kind of I like getting my face all one tone. I love it because it gives you coverage without it being cakey and thick and creasy and kind of looking like you have a ton of makeup on. So I personally like to start layering and getting that nice natural tan. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do some under eye really quick. I'm going to use the It Cosmetics. Okay, I'm going to go right under the eye and start blotting. Okay, so you see it goes right. Nice pop of color, and don't worry, this will all blend. We're just getting started. So this is just to get that nice brightness around the eye. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of a T-zone here. So I'm a real mom, just taking a little bit of time for myself so that I can feel good. So we've got a nice pop of the eyes. I'm gonna go in with Fancy Face in the medium brown. This is more of like a bronzer foundation. This gives you that amazing bronze, like you've been in the sun. And they have different colors. This is the BB cream. This is their foundation. I just like it in this tanner color, because this is like how I like to be tan. Now we're gonna go and I'm gonna use Fancy Face, their bronzing powder. They have the best bronzer. It's the perfect color. Fancy Face, big bronzer brush. And I'm just gonna do the cheekbone. Keep blending, done. Okay, a little bit of this neutral under the eye. This is the Giorgio Armani. It's just a little bit darker, just so it looks a little more natural. There we go. Much better. All right, nice, easy brown eye. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay right here, like a nice, I always do like a beige or a cream color, anything that kind of just gives you that little pop and that little bit of brightness right here in the corner. Again, you want your eye to pop and be nice and bright. We all want to look more alive, especially as moms. You know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm going to go over that with a little brown. So I'm going to do just a nice light brown because I'm going to use my eyeliner. Okay, so just do a little pop and get into the crease to kind of create that smoky eye. And the other one, let's see how it creates that little bit of color. Right when you just keep it on the crease, you will get that perfect little kind of smoky eye. Go like that, like a semicircle. Okay, all done. Now we take our eyeliner. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury. First, I'm going to start with the white. This is just like her white eyeliner that I personally like doing right inside this crease here. And then I just do one quick white liner on the inside. So I go right on that V of the tear duct and then on the inside of the eye, just to create, it makes you look really awake and alive. And so now I'm going to use their two tones. I love that you get 2 for 1. They smudge well because they're obviously a gel based, so it's great for a smoky eye. So I just kind of go right here to the crease, right here where the little bit of a cat eye. And then I just smudge along the lashes. Okay, so then we're gonna go under the eye and go right alongside those lashes. And go on the other side, we're gonna go a nice little cat eye. Swoop across the lashes. And then underneath. I just go back and forth. Like, the less you do it, the lighter, and it's gel based again, so it kind of smudges. And then you can take a little brush, one of my little Fancy Face brushes, and then I just go ahead and blend. Right along the lashes to that little point, like the little cat eye, and then I go along the lashes here too. Trying to perfect that little bit of a cat eye. There we go. Now I'm going to do eyebrows real quick. Use the Kosas tinted brow gel. The eyebrows contour your face, so it's always good to add either a little powder, use a pencil. I personally like these because, again, a 2 for 1, whatever we can make easier and less steps, again, you're more likely to do it. So we try to keep things simple and move quickly so that you actually accomplish it, and that way you actually do it every day. So I go right to the eyebrow bone right here, and I just start brushing up. So you want to lift the hair so you kind of make them nice and full, and then it gives that little bit of color, so it darkens them a little bit, so it gives you that little bit of contouring. And Fancy Face has a great one too. The Bromance is another great tinted brow gel. So if you're going to do a nice big order from Fancy Face, that's a great one to add in there. Alrighty, now we're gonna do mascara. I use Charlotte Tilbury in the black. And just blink, blink. 3 more steps. We've got our blush. I'm gonna use Almost Famous by Fancy Face. They have 3 or 4 great colors. As soon as I'm out of this, I am going to try one of their other colors. I love a cream blush. I think it's just the easiest way. You have it just sit Then you throw a little bronzer over it and it just settles and it really lasts longer. Then I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Gold Highlight, and I go right above the cheekbone. I go 1, 2, right on the nose, 1, 1, 2. A little bit of a highlight. You don't want to be too shiny and crazy, but a little bit on the nose I think always looks fab. Okay, go right here. Perfect. Now I'm going to do one little extra contour. I use the Fancy Face contour stick, and I just go from the top just to lift this one last time. That last little bit that gets that cheekbone to pop. Last but not least, Monica Blunder, her lip tint in Fruling. I love like the neutral lips and then the smoky eye. Okay, all done. Makeup is done. There we go. I am ready. I've got that little bit of a smoky eye with a nice little highlight. I feel like myself. I feel like the best version of myself. I am ready for anything. No, but you guys, genuinely, this is how I feel better. This is, I feel better put together. I'm ready to bump into anybody, to walk into an interview, to go into a store, to go make a speech. You know what I mean? No matter what, no matter what's presented to me and no matter what situation I'm in or what my circumstances, I feel like my best self. And I feel like when I'm my best self, it doesn't matter what circumstance I'm in. I can always find my happy and I can always feel good because, again, feeling good in your own skin, that creates that happiness that lets you get through the day no matter what happens. So I just wanted to give you that little bit of encouragement. This is never ever to put you down or to ever say that you're not good enough just as you are. This is always about tapping into that best version of yourself, because I feel like as mothers and wives, we get really bogged down with so much responsibility. It can be so overwhelming and it's really easy to let yourself go and kind of completely forget about yourself. And I just want to remind you that your family, your husband, your kids, your parents, everybody benefits when you're feeling good. So oxygen mask on first. Don't forget about you. Bet on you. Make time for yourself. It is not selfish. Look good, feel good, do good. That's why we get up and get dressed. I love you guys. Mwah. Talk soon.